Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 9 of English Cultural Background B class. We would like to explain about social interaction in British, American, and Australia. So let's check this out. What is social interaction? According to Cahill 2005, social interaction is the process through which two or more social actors reciprocally influence one another's actions. Although it may involve corporate actors of varying size, from pairs of individuals acting in concert to complex organizations, it commonly refers to processes of mutual influence among individuals. Next is types of social interaction. There are 5 types of social interaction. First, exchange. Individual, groups, and societies interact in an effort to receive a reward for their action. Second, competition, as two or more persons or groups oppose each other to achieve a goal that only one can attain. Competition is a positive thing but can lead to conflict. People usually compete for name, power, status, glory, money, and etc. Third, conflict is deliberate attempt to control by force, oppose, or harm. Fourth, cooperation is two or more persons or groups work together to achieve a goal. And the last is accommodation, a state of balance between cooperation and conflict. Now, we move to characteristics of competition. First is universal. It means that competition found in every society and in every age and in every group. Second is impersonal. It means interaction without social contact. Third, unconscious activity. It means that achievement of goal is regarded as the main object of competition. And fourth, continuous process. It means never comes to an end. Now, characteristics of conflict. First, universal process means ever-present process and it exists at all places and all times. Second, personal activity means that conflict is personal and it's aimed to eliminate the opposite party. Third, conscious activity means that conflict is a deliberate attempt to oppose or resist the will of another. And fourth, intermittent process means that there is no continuity in conflict and it is occasional. Now, 5 types of conflict. First, personal conflict is a conflict between two persons within the same group. And the second, racial conflict is conflict between the two races, like whites and Negroes in South Africa. And third, class conflict is conflict between two classes such as poor and rich people. Fourth, political conflict is a conflict between two political parties for power. And five, international conflict is a conflict between two nations such as between India and Pakistan over Kashmir issue. Now, characteristics of accommodation. Accommodation is the natural result of conflict, mainly an unconscious activity, universal, continuous process, and mixture of both love and hatred. Now, types of accommodation. First, compromise is two parties both give up something to come to an agreement. Second, mediation is a third party acts as a counselor in helping two parties reach an agreement. Third, truce brings a halt to conflict unit until a compromise is reached. And fourth, arbitration is a third party makes a decision that is binding on all parties.
Okay, I will continue to discuss the social interactions of the Australian people. The first is that Australians have mutual respect for equality of values in their social interaction. And then the second, they have an attitude of tolerance towards other people because the tolerance they have can build social interactions well. The third is Australians like to greet other people even if they don't know each other. Or we can say it, Australians is friendly. The fourth is when interacting with other Australians, they often use the words please, sorry, and thank you. The fifth, Australians like to get straight to the point of the conversation. They don't like to be verbose. The sixth, Australian initiate social interaction with common topics, such as the weather condition of the day. So, they don't like starting a conversation with something personal. 7. They use eye contact when making social interactions with other people. They do this out of respect for others when interacting with them. The eighth is Australians do not use questions about age and money in their social interaction. And then, if Australians start trying to interact by offering food or something else, Australians do not refuse to use the word no, but yes, please. And the last is Australians do not like physical contact when they are interacting with other people, except for their close friends.
Next, we will discuss some social interactions in British. First, the British have great respect for older adults and people with disabilities. If they are on public transportation, they are expected to give their seat. If there is a person with disabilities or older adults in the vehicle and there is no other seat, also, if an other adult or person with disabilities seem to be having a hard time with something, British people will ask the person if they need their help. Second, the words sorry, please, and thank you are normal things in everyday conversation and interactions. That way can tell how polite the British are. But actually, this is also often found in other countries, for example, such as in Indonesia. Third, when meeting close friends, siblings, or family members, British people do not just say hello by shaking hands. Often, especially if one of the people greeting is a woman, they will give or receive small kisses on the cheek, but if it's a man, they will give a brief hug. Fourth, making physical contact with strangers is considered strange for British people. Otherwise, when greeting someone who is not a close friend or family member, then physical touch is considered strange or uncomfortable. They may shake hands, but often a smile and bowing their head is enough. Fifth, when communicating, British people prefer to keep their distance between themselves and other and those they are speaking with, because any closer is assumed to be aggressive and can be uncomfortable for them. 6. The British people are always on time, because being late is odd and in some cases it's considered rude. If they will be late for something, they will contact those involved as soon as they know they will be late. When speaking, seventh, when speaking, the British seem not too excited because they value privacy above everything else. Eighth, British people really hate interrupt on cues because British people may not be very happy with someone who interrupt the queues and will definitely let them know how unhappy they are about the situation. Standing patiently in the queue is a formal thing for British people. Ninth, when British people invited to come to someone's house, it is natural to bring gifts. Uh, Giving gift aims to thank you for being invited. Tenth, the British don't like prolonged eye contact because they find it uncomfortable and intimidating. 11th, if inviting to a dinner, then usually that person is treating. The British felt that when they invited people to an event, it was their duty to serve their guests well.
And the last is the social interaction in America, the common and uncommon things in America. First is give, receive, and eat with left hand is common in America, but Indonesia giving or eating with left hand is considered as impolite. And then touch or pat on mother's head. It is common both in America and Indonesia. And then call people animal names. It is uncommon in America, but it is common in Indonesia. Walaupun itu nggak sopan, tapi tetap biasanya anak-anak muda di Indonesia memanggil teman akrabnya dengan sebutan hewan. And then obey the elders. It is common both in Indonesia or and Amerika, karena ya yang lebih muda harus menghormati yang tua atau mematuhi yang lebih tua. Conversation about religion. It is uncommon in America but common in Indonesia. And the last is kiss and greeting in front of public. In America, kiss in front of public is very common because it is their style. While Indonesia, it is very uncommon because in Indonesia we never kiss someone with someone else in front of public, but but we change it with greeting, like say hi or something else.
So that's all from us. Thank you for your attention. I hope our presentation is useful for all of you. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.